Welcome to the Teenpreneur Show. I'm your host, Diya Kohli, and I'm a teenpreneur, bringing you global entrepreneurs who are teenagers. They've started out really young and are inspiration to all. They prove to be the perfect example of how teenagers can rise high. So tune into this show every week to know more about these young game changers and be inspired by these teens. Watch the young dream big. Now on with the show.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Teenpreneur Show. I'm your host Diya Kohli and I'm a teenpreneur. I'm the founder of Redone It by Diya, which is a business I started 2 years ago. I recycle old used denim into trendy handbags, and all my handbags are made by underprivileged Indian women who didn't have a job before. Also, all my proceeds are donated towards cancer treatment and cancer research, and the American Cancer Society's Researchers Team, which is a woman-led cancer research team. So now we'll bring on our first guest today, and her name is Kylee Kreis. She's 15 years old and she's from Texas, USA.
Having me. So
Hi,
yes,
Kylee.
I'm Kylee. Hi.
How are you?
I'm so good. Good. Again, I'm really glad I could be here.
I'm glad for you to come on. I would love to talk to you more. And I'd love for our audience to get to know you more.
Me too.
Okay. So Kylee, your business is called Your Canine Corner. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, so my small business is Your Canine Corner, and it is a small business for dog products, accessories, and just all things dogs. It's one of the only small businesses that is also 100% eco-friendly with our dog products. I think a lot of people tend to forget that about their dogs, but I'm super excited.
When did you start your business?
I started planning my business early this October, and the first post came out this November.
Oh wow, that's so cool. So it's been such a short time. And
Yes.
How have you grown your Instagram? Because I know you have a big following on your Instagram already in such a short time.
I think Instagram was one of the hardest platforms actually for me to start gaining and growing on. But I mean, it just took a lot of marketing and remembering to show up every day to continue to post and continue to be active. And I think that just helped me grow is really consistency.
And you mentioned marketing. How did you learn marketing? Is there any?
It was just a lot of trial and error, and a lot of learning through courses and webinars and mentors. I reached out to a lot of small business owners, how are you marketing, and things like that. It definitely was one of the hardest parts of my business, I guess, and the growing of it. Marketing is, I think, overall one of the hardest things, but I definitely learned a lot through that.
I totally agree. Marketing is really difficult. And it's so cool that you decided to reach out to other teenpreneurs to get advice from them. That's amazing.
They were super helpful too.
I'm sure, because it's a very close community of small businesses, and everyone's really helpful and supportive of each other.
Definitely.
So what steps did it take for you to launch your business? Because you said you started it in November, and how did you launch it?
I think, starting a business in general is really hard and takes tons of time. I guess sort of the steps I took whenever launching my business is, first I had to obviously come up with the idea, and then I think the first big step is branding. Branding could come with logos and colors, fonts, how you're going to do all your branding and graphics. That personally took the most time for me because I knew I really wanted to have an aesthetic page, I guess. And then you kind of move into the marketing, which is planning how you're going to market, how you're going to do your social medias, kind of things like that. And then I think next was really products and figuring out how I'm going to get the products, how I'm going to make them, kind of like that. And then the last part was just putting it all together and creating everything. That was pretty much how, like, all the steps it took.
And how long did it take you to do that?
That was about a full
Like the
month.
planning process.
Yeah, that was about a month and a half. I definitely, like, it was a lot of work. Like, I was trying to cram it in, kind of, so I was, like, working tons of hours through that, like, month and a half so that I could get my business out there as soon as possible. But about a month and a half.
That's a good amount of time because you want to also make sure you're not rushing it entirely so that you can, like, plan exactly how you want it. And it's full on exactly how you love it to be. So that's very cool. So what different types of products do you sell?
So right now I have 2 products. We do treats and then bandanas. I actually have them here if you want me to show it.
Yes, of course.
So we have our dog treats, which I have a few different flavors. This is just the one that I grabbed. And then kind of my main product is the dog bandanas. And these are just 2 of the patterns I grabbed. But they're like for around your dog's neck, and they're just the cutest accessory. I think every dog should have one. And I have tons of those, and more coming soon. So those are my 2 main products.
So cool. This is so cool. What flavor are the dog treats that you have?
I have beef and cheddar, banana and peanut butter, and then I kind of have like just like a mystery flavor and like soft chews, crunchy. It's like I have different types also.
That's so cool. How do you make them? Do you purchase them at a local store, or do you make them?
I did also get them from a distributor, so I kind of altered the recipe and we like saw what kind of worked, and then now I just get them shipped to me from them.
That's so cool. And the packaging and everything, how do you make the packaging?
So most of our packaging is eco-friendly, and I do order it. So for example, the treat bags, these brown bags are actually eco-friendly, and so is my boxes and the tissue paper I add. So most all my packaging is also eco-friendly.
Can I ask why do you decide to make all your packaging eco-friendly?
Yeah, so I think that like one of the things I saw most in Petco or like big businesses for dogs is that a lot of the products were really bad for the environment. And I've always been pretty passionate about global warming and staying sustainable. So I definitely wanted to incorporate that as much as I can in my small business. And I've done pretty successful at it. So, yeah.
That's so cool. It's amazing that you're spreading that message too along with your business. What different types of packaging are eco-friendly that you have?
So the treat bags, the bags that I put the bandanas in, the boxes, the poly mailers, the business cards and care cards, almost everything you could think of that I use for my packaging is eco-friendly.
That's so cool. So where do you sell your products through? Do you have a website?
Yes, so I sell them through my website that I designed. It is caninecorner.company.site/. I also have the link in my Instagram. That's where I sell them.
And did you make your website yourself?
Yes, I designed it myself through Equid, but I pretty much did all the designing myself.
Very cool. And it's all like aesthetic, like the same color aesthetic that you have on your Instagram.
That's one of like the main things for me is like I have to have everything to match, and my branding was like the biggest thing that I really wanted to hit hard and work on. So I try to make everything match with fonts and colors as much as possible.
Very nice. It makes also your business look more professional if you have like a color scheme to work with. And yours is very pretty. I love the Instagram page of yours.
Thank you.
So do you have any employees to help you?
I don't. My mom has helped me with finance a little bit, but other than that, I do all the behind the scenes work and I do run everything.
That's so cool. And so you get help for packaging and everything, and then you ship it yourself too?
Yes.
That's so cool. It's very difficult to figure out how to package yourself also and be very organized. What types of strategies do you use to stay organized?
I think routine is the biggest thing, and I know we talked about it, but like as a small business, I think routine is one of the biggest things I can think of that could help you, whether you get 50 orders or 5. It's just having a routine every morning where you wake up and you do this and that, and then you work on your business. That is how I personally stay organized. I do my orders almost every single morning. So whenever I wake up and I do like my morning routine where I like eat and get ready, I then go straight to my business room and I kind of see if I have any orders for the day. And if I do, I make sure I get those done first thing. I also like doing that because I can get some orders shipped out same day, which is I like to do. But I think just having a routine and staying on top of things really helps.
And what about with school? Do you wake up early during like weekdays to get your orders out?
Yes, so I like to wake up actually at 5 or 6. I've always been a really morning person, but I just feel like so much more awake. So I wake up around 5 or 6, and then I have plenty of time to do orders, make some content, and still have all my time to eat, get ready, everything like that before school.
That's great. You get excited in the morning to get your business work done, and then you're on to
Totally.
schoolwork. So right now we'll take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we'll be asking Kylee some more questions.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies, including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Teenpreneur Show with global inspirational teens. Be sure to follow us at teenpreneur.show on Instagram. Now back on with the show.
Welcome back, everyone. we're going to get straight back into asking Kylee some more questions. Okay, Kylee, I have a question for you. How did you come up with this amazing business idea?
So a few months before I actually came up with the business, my dog got sick and he's better now, but since he was getting sick, I was spending so much time with him. I was shopping for him, taking him on walks, I was just spending so much time with him. And as I was shopping for him for treats and new stuff, it just inspired me to make a brand that was similar but was sustainable and that really had my vibe and my dog's vibe, I guess. And that's just kind of how I wanted to get into making and selling dog products.
That's so cute. Does your dog model your products for you?
He does. Especially when I first started, he was the only model. And but now, after some orders and some ambassadors, I have more models, but he was the original model.
That's so cool. So you have ambassadors to spread the word about your brand. How did you reach out to them?
I kind of just researched some popular dog accounts, and I found some on my Explore page, and I just kind of did some research and figured out which ones I thought were a good fit for my brand. And yeah.
That's so cool. How do you design your products?
So the designing process did take quite a few months, or about a month and a half, I guess, but it took a lot of trial and error. And how I designed them was reaching out to a distributor that I really liked, and we just did a lot of samples and trial and error with fabrics and stitching and exactly how I wanted the bandanas and everything to be. And I finally got one back that I really loved, and now for new launches I could just send her new fabrics that I want and new designs, and I'll have all of them ready to go.
That's so cool. And what about sizing? Because all dogs have different sizes, so how do you work with sizing as well?
So since they're over the collar bandanas, you can slip them through, they are fully adjustable, so if you get a little too small or big, they still always fit because it goes around the collar. But we have small, medium, and large, and I have a size chart on my Instagram if you want to exactly measure your dog's neck. But other than that, since they're adjustable, you can really just take a guess and it'll usually work great.
That's amazing. And how'd you come up with the designs and everything? Do you get them off of a different, do you get the print already made, or do you draw it yourself?
I have the prints already made. I will just fabric shop for hours and hours and pick out designs that I feel go well with my brand and patterns that you won't be able to find at a big dog store or something. So I try to be unique and fit my vibe for the account, which is minimalistic and chic, I guess. So I just find patterns I like and I let them know, and yeah, they can make them.
So cool. And what are some challenges that you faced with this? Because manufacturing and everything is very difficult.
I was actually really lucky to find a manufacturer that I had no problems with. But in business in general, I've definitely faced some big challenges. I think one of the biggest challenges was, again, my marketing. I know I bring it up a lot, but it's seriously one of the biggest things in business that people skip over. You can have a great product and a great business idea, but if it's just sitting there, you need to be able to know how to get it out to the public and spread the word. So I feel that was one of the biggest challenges. It's I have this product, but how do I reach dog owners or people who'd want to buy it? So figuring that out to get the maximum amount of sales was definitely the biggest challenge.
Yeah, I totally agree. And what ways did you do to overcome that challenge?
I did a lot more research with webinars and things, and again, I found a mentor that is a small business owner who ended up becoming really successful, and she kind of told me some of her marketing hacks and some things that she kind of looked over my account and gave me some things that I could definitely work on, and I took all of her advice, and a lot of it helped me So I learned so much from just reaching out to people again.
That's amazing. And it's great that you found people like willing to give you advice, because that's one thing that's very tricky, knowing where you're wrong and where you're right, and knowing where to improve. That's great.
Definitely.
Do you want to pursue being like an entrepreneur in the future as your career?
Definitely. After a lot of thought, I know that entrepreneurship is for me, and I definitely want to pursue it in the future. I don't know if that will be with this business or future businesses, but I 100% want to continue to be a teenpreneur.
And is this your first business that you've had?
No, I have had a few businesses in the past, years ago, businesses that have lasted a couple years actually. One of them is I had a thrift page, like reselling clothes, a reseller page. It was probably my biggest business, and then I just kind of realized that it wasn't my true passion, and I wanted to be more like making my own product and being able to do it, like design it myself. So then I kind of came up with this idea, and I'm loving it a lot more.
That's great. And because now you also have past experience to help you with this business.
Definitely. I think some of those past businesses that also didn't do as well definitely gave me tons of more knowledge on how to make this one even more successful.
And you've grown so fast in just 4 months from opening this business. Can you share us with some of the things you've learned?
Some of the things I definitely learned to help grow is, again, just consistency. If you're not posting every single day, pretty much, either on a story or a feed, or if you're doing a live, just something to chat with your followers and continue to remind them, like, hey, this is my brand, like, shop with me, then I feel like that takes away a lot, because building a connection definitely helps grow following and potential customers. And to build that connection, you really just have to stay consistent and show up every day. So consistency is really big.
You really care about your followers. What other ways do you try to connect with them other than posting? Do you do like frequently asked questions or anything of the sort?
Totally. Yeah, I love connecting with my followers. I'll always just reach out in DMs a lot. If they follow me or spam my posts, I just love to DM, like, thank you for supporting me. I really care about every single follower and supporter. I love doing, talking on my story and telling them to, slide up and chat with me or ask me questions, like you said, or answer these polls. Followers love to also be, active in your business and feel like they're making helping. So I love to have them pick fabrics or help them make decisions, because again, they're the potential customer. So I love to get their advice.
That's very cool. I never thought of that. Asking your customers and what types of different fabrics and prints. That's so cool. So why do you love being a teenpreneur? Because you've been a teenpreneur for a while now.
I feel like that's such a good question, and it can go tons of ways, but one of my absolute favorite reasons that I always continue to be a teenpreneur is really the support. Like I mentioned way earlier in the show, I feel like I can always reach out to other entrepreneurs and teenpreneurs especially, and they're always just free to chat, and they always want to help everyone and shop from everyone, and it's just a great community to be in overall. They're super helpful, and everyone is just super supportive in everyone's business. So I just love the community overall.
And who in particular do you look up to for your work?
So there is one business. She was also one of my mentors, and it's on Instagram at Queen KM Cosmetics. She was a cosmetic brand, and she blew up over the last year. She's kind of helped me here and there with my business, so I definitely look up to her. And then for motivation, I love another Instagram page at Teen Boss Babes. They're really similar to your kind of behind the scenes. They really want to help teens, and I just love their motivational posts and all their tips. They really motivate me on a day-to-day basis.
That's amazing. And tips-wise, what types of tips do they give?
Overall, just tons of business stuff, again, on marketing and branding ideas. and how to stay, motivated and how to be organized. Like, it's tips that every teenpreneur could use. So I love everything that they post.
That's amazing. So, Kylee, tell me, what have you overall learned from having this business and having school? Is it difficult for you, or managing time-wise and everything and being organized?
So in one of the past businesses I had, it was right in the middle of the school year, so I had a little experience on how to manage that. And then this actually started more in quarantine or over winter, so I wasn't in school, and so definitely going back to school now, I had to make some adjustments. I think the biggest thing to continue to organize that and stay motivated is just finding what motivates you and making sure that you stick with that to keep up your consistency, because there's definitely been days where I get home from school and I just work on my homework and watch some Netflix, and then I'm tired, but I have to remember no, I need to show up for my business. I need to post and I need to chat with my followers. So I almost go 0 days now without getting on my account and doing something. And I feel again, that's with routine. It's in my routine now just to, let me see if any of my followers DM'd me or have a question. So I think routine and knowing what motivates you will just keep me posting during the school year and keep me active.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree. And the more you work on it, the more you're able to grow and make it even better, your business. That's amazing. Also, how do you feel COVID has affected your business? Do you feel it's harder to run a business now?
I actually don't. I think that COVID and being in kind of quarantine helped a lot. I actually see some positives to it, because not only did it give me lots more time to work on my business, I feel a lot of other people are also staying home and they're on their phone more and they're shopping more, and I haven't had any problems with it, actually. Actually, wait, I do have one I forgot to mention, is that markets and pop-up shops grow your business a lot, and I love going to them, but they have closed down because of the pandemic.
Yeah, totally agree. So thank you, Kylee, for being on our show. Do you want to share your social medias for our audience?
So my Instagram and TikTok is at yourcaninecorner, spelled like it sounds, and then my website is caninecorner.company.site/, so you can shop some of my products.
Thank you, Kylee. It's such a great opportunity to talk to you and get to know more about Your Canine Corner.
Yes, thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you, everyone, for watching the Teenpreneur Show, and we'll be back next week with our new Teenpreneur. Make sure to check out our website, teenpreneurshow.com, and you can watch all past interviews that we've had on the website. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching the Teenpreneur Show with Diya Kohli. Follow us for more information at teenpreneur.show on Instagram. To be a part of the show, fill out the form in the Instagram bio. See you next week.